Hi there, I'm here to speak to the future Miss Wales. Thank you very much. So today here we are at True Student Living in sunny Swansea. I know, I can't believe it myself. And we're going to be speaking to one of their occupants and a student of University of Wales, Trinity St David, about something a little bit different. Chloe, thank you so much for having us in your humble abode. Obviously, I have the pleasure of knowing you as your lecturer and program manager for the program you're studying. But here today, we're in a slightly different guise as I am speaking to you as a finalist for Miss Wales. So just to find out a little bit more about that then, why not tell us a bit about yourself, who you are, and your reasons for wanting to enter this competition and what inspired you?
So you know, but I'll explain. I'm Chloe Evans, a 20-year-old student. I'm studying international finance, hoping to get a career maybe in accounting or one of those fields. And I applied on a whim, just saw the ad on Instagram, but going to the interview, hearing Paula, the director, speak about what Miss Wales stands for and the opportunities, it just aligned with what I want out of life and my personality. So hearing like the empowerment of women, that aligned with what I thought, and I just thought I had to do it then.
So what are the main causes that you're passionate about then, and why?
So throughout my journey, I've had the opportunity to advocate for many charities, but I'm using my platform to focus on mental health awareness and also women in STEM, because they're both issues I personally understand. So
how has your personal experiences with mental health influenced your journey and your advocacy?
So, you know, I've struggled with mental health, with anxiety and depression, but I want to show that no matter where you've been or what issues you've had in the past, that you can get through them. So I'm using like my platform to show ways you can be mindful and get through, or if you're feeling low, just how to get out of those situations. And then women in STEM, women are underrepresented, and I'm going into a field, mathematics, finance, and it's clear that more women should do in it. I've done a report to yourself about the underrepresentation of women in STEM, so that is also tied in a bit like the workplace culture and how that can affect women from going into the fields of study.
So how do you plan to use your platform then as Miss Wales finalist, so to promote these causes and these beliefs?
So I have my own platform called Be Mindful with Chloe. Then I do a Mindfulness Monday every week. I promote a different topic. People can suggest what they'd like to hear about. So it's just a safe space that anyone can look on, because I know social media could be a bit negative. So it's like a nice, actually it's got nice stuff on here, or uplifting. And that is like a lot of women empowerment, or even just empowering people. And then I also talk about women in STEM in there. So just that's my platform, as alongside as my normal Instagram, but that's the one mainly for my advocating and stuff like this.
So can you tell us about your connection to Ammanford then, and why it's so important representing your local community and where you're from?
So I've grown up in Ammanford my whole life, only recently moved to the bigger city, Swansea, not much big, but big compared to Ammanford. But I remember growing up, and I used to hang out with my nana a lot. She spoke mainly Welsh, whereas my mum didn't. So if I spent half my time at my nana's house, we spoke Welsh together all the time. And I remember every Friday she took me to the Ammanford markets, the local markets. But throughout the years, the business in Ammanford has been drawn back. And I was speaking to a reporter, and they've said, you know, Ammanford is it's one of the best places, or it's like one of the bigger towns in Wales, but they're just not having the publicity. So if I have the opportunity, I'd love to represent where I come from, because I know Cardiff, Swansea people know about, but nobody knows about Ammanford, so that's my hope.
Okay, and so Chloe, what message do you have for young women who might be facing similar challenges to that with which you have experienced?
Well, one thing I've learned throughout the journey is everyone loves to put you in a box, but I think the most beautiful thing is to branch out and to do different things. So you wouldn't typically assume someone from a smaller place would be doing finance but a beauty pageant, or doing kickboxing on the side. But I love the messiness of these things just go against each other and they're complete opposites. So even if you're thinking, it doesn't really fit who I am, but I'd like to do it, go for it, because it doesn't need to fit in that box. You create what you want to be. So I love the bubble of branching out, doing different things, and I think that is very beautiful in itself.
So then, how can people support you and your causes?
So first of all, supporting the charities we work along with. So as a Miss Wales finalist, we work with Beauty with a Purpose and a Sisterhood. They're both amazing charities that help support women across the world. Also, to support what I'm doing personally, you could follow my page, Be Mindful with Chloe, on Instagram, and encourage feedback of what I'll be doing with my advocacy. Also, there is a subject to vote for a contestant of Miss Wales. I'm sure you'll put how to do that and all the terms and conditions afterwards. And then you just have to watch my journey on social media as we run up to the final.
Thank you so much, Chloe. Honestly, it's been a pleasure to get to talk to you in a slightly different environment. It really is inspiring that you've put yourself forward for this, given what you've experienced, as you said yourself, and the fact that you're using this platform to advocate for so many important causes. It's really fantastic. We wish you all the best, both from Swansea Business School and the University of Wales, Trinity St David. Absolute best of luck with the Miss Wales pageant. And for everyone watching, obviously, don't forget to support Chloe. She mentioned her Instagram handles. We'll make sure they're added at the end of this as well. And so, let's all be mindful with Chloe, and wish you the absolute best throughout the remainder of the competition. Thank you very much. Is that the last question?
Yeah.